Greetings, travelers. This is Jim at the Mid-Nite Drive-Thru, and welcome back to Bioshock Remastered, where we're just about to head up to Rapture Control. And hopefully have us a meeting with Andrew Ryan. About time we confronted this fellow face to face, don't you think? Yes. Yes, indeed. All right. Oh. That's pretty.
Even in the Book of Lies, sometimes you find truth. There is indeed a season for all things. And now that I see you, flesh to flesh and blood to blood, I know I cannot raise my hand against you. But know this, you are my greatest disappointment. Does your master hear me? Atlas, you can kill me, but you will never have my city. My strength is not in steel and fire. That is what the parasites will never understand. A season for all things. A time to live and a time to die. A time to build and a time to destroy!
Okay. That can't be good.
Come now, my child. There is one final thing to discuss.
What? Ryan set the core to self-destruct. This is different than what you did. He's got a mind to take down the whole damn city. Get in there and whack the chunk before the whole joint blows.
The Vita Chamber.
Initial deployment, Vita Chamber. Client Ryan Industries, Stage 1, agent complete. Sinclair and Alexander try to explain the science to me, but Suchong does not believe them. They keep saying plasmid reconstruction this and quantum entanglement that. And then boom, dead people come back to life. Bullshit! Of course, Ryan will only allow it to be tuned to his genetic frequencies for the testing.
So, Ryan refers to me as my child, his child, and says that I am his greatest disappointment. The Vita Chambers have been tuned to his genetic material. What in the Sam Hill is going on? There's his office, but looks like the door can't be opened. Guess it's the stairs. Would you kindly? There's Jasmine and her connection to Ryan. Fontaine, Suchong, Tenenbaum, and Jack. In case you didn't know, Jack, strapping young fellow with the tattoos of chains on his hands. Looks like like he's kinfolk to Mr.
Advanced deployment, Lot 111, Dr. Sejong, client Fontaine Futuristics. Baby is now a year old, weighs 58 pounds, and possesses gross musculature of a fit 19-year-old. The results are disappointing, but within expected tolerances.
So at 1 year old, 19. So Jack is not as old as he appears.
Did you talk to your party? She's very pretty.
Thank you, Papa Sushant.
Break her neck for me.
What?
Break that sweet puppy's neck. No, please. Break that puppy's neck. Would you kindly? No. No. Very good.
So in case you didn't get that, this is the control phrase. Little Jack will do whatever he's told, as long as the code phrase is used.
The assassin has overcome my final defense, and now he's come to murder me. In the end, what separates a man from a slave? Money? Power? No. A man chooses. A slave obeys. You think you have memories. A farm. A family, an airplane, a crash, and then this place. Was there really a family? Did that airplane crash, or was it hijacked? Forced down by something less than a man, something bred to sleepwalk through life until they are activated by a simple phrase spoken by their kindly master. Was a man sent to kill, or a slave? A man chooses. A slave obeys. Come in. Stop, would you kindly? Would you kindly? Powerful phrase. Familiar phrase.
Would you kindly? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find that? Would you kindly find? Would you kindly get this? Would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill the son of a bitch?
Sit, would you kindly? Stand, would you kindly? Run! Stop! Turn. A man chooses. A slave obeys. Kill!
No! A man chooses, a slave obeys. And Jack, good old Jack, who's carried us through all these dangers, Jack is a slave. No matter what he wants to do, whatever buttons I push, That's what he'll do. But I am not Jack. Spoiler alert. The story wants us to proceed as a slave. It wants to teach us a lesson about the helplessness of Jack's situation. We're presented with moral choices throughout the course of the story, but in this case we are given no choice. The endings, which conclude our adventures in Rapture, are determined by our response to the little sisters. If you save them all, you get the good ending. If you save all but one, you get a mediocre ending. And if you don't save enough of them, you get the bad ending. 3 endings. It's all right, Casey. I'm not angry. 3 endings based on your moral choices. Well, I am here to show you today the 4th secret ending. Today, we choose because we are not slaves. The game might wish for you to proceed. And then Frau Tannenbaum will step in after you have done your dirty deed and given Rapture over to Fontaine, aka Atlas. And she'll help you defeat some of that programming. But I am no slave. I will not kill Andrew Ryan. What does that mean? Will Jack and Ryan sit in this room for eternity? Perhaps not. Perhaps with Atlas's / Fontaine's assassin having been taken off the board, Ryan can successfully remove Fontaine once and for all. And perhaps over time, young Jack will talk to his father and they'll discuss how he saved the little girls, and what was done to them is wrong, and it is a perversion of the philosophy of independence that Mr. Ryan holds so dear. Those little sisters have been dehumanized. They have had their humanity taken away. They don't have an opportunity to be great, to be creative, to make something out of this world for themselves because it was taken away from them. It is time to restore that. Rapture may be dead, but those girls can still live. And in my mind, my free man's mind, that's how it's going to play out. Jack will be reunited with his father, not as a slave, but as a man who can choose. So, I give you the heretofore unrevealed and now shown for the first time 4th ending, where we simply stop the recording and walk away. We do not have to take the roles that are given to us, ever. In video games or in life, we can choose. We do not have to obey. So, it was my intention to play the director's commentary, but I don't think I'm going to do that right now, since I won't have all the pieces of it, which I realized too late. But I feel that this is the right thing to do. Yes. To affirm my existence, your existence, as free people. Not pawns. Not even pawns of those who would seek to entertain us. We choose. we don't obey. So this concludes my playthrough of Bioshock Remastered. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're disappointed, well, there are other YouTubers out there who have carried the other 3 endings through to their conclusion, and I'm sure you can see how those play out. This is my choice. So, thanks for traveling along with me. My next series will probably be the Skyrim Enhanced Edition. And although there are some things in there that are choices you are not allowed to make, for the most part you are not funneled into a choice beyond your control that I can recall. So, until next time, this has been Jim at the Mid-Nite Drive-Thru saying thank you and drive through. And thanks for watching. Yes. Yes.